Hey there, everyone. Thanks for tuning in again. Woody Bendle here from Next Level Growth Strategies. This week's business tip is about gaining a competitive edge by doing something that pretty much everyone says that they do, but very few actually do, and very few of those who actually do it well. It's not that this is a secret or anything like that. Like I just said, nearly every business owner and leader will say that this is something that they do, but I frankly think that's more lip service than anything else. Of course they say that they do this, but the organizations who are the best at this might not say a thing about it whatsoever. They're twice as focused on actually doing it and then leveraging the advantage it provides. So, are you ready to hear about this? Okay, so stick around because this week's business tip will be music to your ears. That was a tip, by the way. All right, welcome back, everyone. Let's jump right on in. Did you hear that? Shh. That right there. There it is again. Whoa, that's pretty cool, right? So, just now, we all did something that can create a massive competitive advantage for you and your organization. You were leveraging one of the most powerful tools in the world. Actually, a couple of them. These things. And the skill tied to these things, and also tied to these things, is listening. Hearing is only a component of listening. We hear all sorts of stuff all the time. We're surrounded by sounds, right? But listening is not the same thing as hearing. Listening is the gathering, synthesizing, and interpreting of information that becomes the basis for insight and knowledge. This is about detection, perception, and making intelligent decisions. And the best forms of listening are multisensory. That is, you leverage all of your sensory tools to gather input, form an opinion, make intelligent decisions, and take beneficial actions. In today's business world, there are all sorts of ways for you and your organization to listen and gain a competitive advantage. This can entail conversations or solicited feedback like surveys. This can also be a wide variety of unsolicited feedback through social media. And this can also be in the form of behaviors or changes in behaviors, like purchases or browsing activity on your website, and even keywords or Google search terms. In today's business world, there really is no excuse for not being able to listen to your customers. It essentially boils down to whether you are doing it or not, and then what you ultimately do with the information at your disposal. It's a choice. But if you are listening to all of the sources of feedback and you're listening the right way, you can gather a ton of valuable information that can provide insight and lead you to meaningful and beneficial actions. Okay, so here's this week's business tip. We've all heard the expression, there's a reason God gave you two of these and one of these. It's so you listen twice as much as you speak. And we're living in such an amazing time of tremendous opportunities when it comes to being able to listen to the voices of our customers. We can utilize surveys, hold focus groups, leverage feedback from our customer support teams, use technology and algorithms to understand their discovery, browsing, and buying behaviors, and there's still the old-fashioned, tried-and-true approach of sitting down and having a conversation with them. The bottom line is ultimately a choice. Are you committed to being a more customer-centric organization? Are you committed to becoming a better and stronger business as a result of better understanding your customers' wants, needs, and desires? Are you willing to take advantage of all of the listening opportunities and do what it takes to better satisfy your customers' needs? Not just their current needs, but also their underserved and unmet needs. This is the source of innovation. Keep in mind that the goal of listening is to genuinely understand what the people you are listening to are trying to achieve, and then taking action that is mutually beneficial. Listening, and in particular listening to your customers, is an intentional decision. Be intentional. Listen with an open mind. Listen with purpose. Listen every way possible. Listen for opportunities to better serve your customers. Listen with the intent of becoming your customer's go-to resource for whatever it is that you do or provide. Just remember, advantages in today's business world can be the result of minute and subtle changes or differences. Listening, really listening to your customers as opposed to merely being aware of all the noise around you, can be one of those game-changing minute differences. That difference is the subtle shift between merely hearing and listening with intent and purpose. So there you have it. That's this week's tip for getting your organization to its next level of profitable growth by creating clarity, alignment, and consistency. Thank you again for watching and listening. And if you'd like some help amplifying your organization's ability to listen to your customers, do yourself a favor and give us a call. We'll be ready to listen. Okay then, we'll see you next time.